Hello, everybody. Welcome once again. My name is Jack. I'm the singer-songwriter for the band Mera, holding it down here in beautiful Baltimore, Maryland. And I want to help you empower yourself through the spiritual path of creativity. And I do believe that there's no greater gift that you can give to the world than your own creative gifts. It's a gift that you're going to give to other people, and it's also a gift that you are going to be giving back to yourself, because I also believe that it heals and it makes us better people. It makes us happier people. It makes us more productive people. Now, on this spiritual journey, it helps to just remember a few certain things. In the past couple weeks, we talked about some basic tools. We talked about the morning pages. How are your morning pages going? Leave a comment down below. Let me know how that's going for you. Have you been able to do it 2, 3, 4 times a week? 7 out of 7 days? That's what we're hoping for. How about that artist date? Have you been able to take an artist date? Sometimes doing the forced play of an artist date is harder than doing the work of morning pages, right? But, hopefully you've gotten at least a couple in for yourself. I mean, this is all for you. But, we don't want to judge ourselves here. We don't want to judge anybody. Judgment is no bueno, okay? We're not looking for judgment. What we're looking for is awareness, right? We just need some awareness. So, on this creative journey, there are some rules of the road. Like when you go on a road trip, when everybody gets in the car, we're like, hey, y'all, like there's some rules on this road trip, okay? There's things we can do in this car and there's things that we can't. Well, your creative journey is the same way. There's rules of the road. But like I said, like these aren't like, hard and fast rules where you need to, it's like, they're not like commandments, you don't punish yourself if you can't do them to a T. But like I said, it just takes a little bit of awareness, I mean, it's not so much discipline as it is just being aware of what you're doing, and knowing that this is all for you. This is all for you. And then by doing what's good for you, you're going to help everybody else. So what are the rules of the road? Well, rule number 1 is show up at the page. Okay? Show up at the page. In other words, be there for yourself. When you make a promise to somebody, you make a date, or you say you're going to be there and you give your word, then you show up, right? Like that's the main thing. Sometimes getting there is half the work. Like when you go to the gym, right? Or getting yourself to work out. Just getting your workout clothes on or getting your bag or just stepping foot into that gymnasium, like just showing up. Like once you're there, literally that's like 90% of the work, Once you're at the gym, you're going to work out, you're going to do something. So showing up at the page means you get up in the morning, you give yourself 25, 30 minutes to do your morning pages. Give yourself the time. If you know you've got the time, it's easy. Then it's just a matter of picking up your notebook, picking up your pen, and writing. Get those 3 pages done. Do this for yourself. Trust me. I want you to try this and track your results. Keep track of what's going on and see for yourself. And then you'll want to give yourself this gift of just, it's just a gift of time. You get up in the morning and you show up at the page. But showing up at the page, it goes a little deeper than just your morning pages. You also want to show up when it's time to create something, right? If you're a piano player, you sit down on the bench and you put your hands on the keys. Maybe you play Chopsticks. It's the only song I know. Play a little tune to yourself. Maybe it's a song you already know. Maybe you're just getting warmed up. Maybe you're just practicing going up and down the keys. Maybe you're just going brr, brr. It doesn't matter. You just show up. You show up at the page. You grab your camera and you go out and you take some pictures. If you're a dancer, you just you put on some comfortable clothes and you put on a record and you get it out. You get it out. You get it out of your system. Showing up at the page is the gift you give to yourself. Okay, rule number 2. you've got to fill the well. And what I mean by that is you care for your artist, take care of yourself. That way, when it's time to do the work, you're ready, you're prepared, you're not tired, you're not sick, you're not grumpy, you're not, hungry. All right, you're ready to go because you've taken care of yourself. And what I mean by this is get some sleep. Make sure you've had enough rest. Make sure you got food in the refrigerator. Make sure you're drinking enough water and staying hydrated. Make sure you're taking care of the things that you need to take care of so you don't have to worry about them. If you've got to pick somebody up or you've got to meet somebody or you got to get something done, you get that stuff done so you've given yourself the time to do what you need to do. If you need pens, you make sure you got some pens at work. Make sure you've got paint on that's ready to go. Your paintbrushes are ready. Your easel is ready. All right, rule number 3, set some small, simple goals and meet them. Okay? And that's easy to do because you're not going to make them these big, grandiose goals. If you're a starting out musician, your first goal isn't to get 10,000 Spotify listeners. That's not your first goal. Okay? Your first goal is, if you don't have a song, you write a song. If you've got your song, you need to record your song, right? You need to figure out a way to if you don't have Logic, you find a friend who can help you record the song. Then once you've got your song recorded, your next goal is, I want to upload this to Spotify. Then once it's on Spotify, now I want to get some people to listen to it. I need to advertise on social media. Whatever your next goal is, you set that goal and you meet it. Today's goal is post on Instagram, post on TikTok, shoot my YouTube video. I'll edit tomorrow, but today's goal, just shoot it. You set a small, simple goal and you meet it. When you do this, you give yourself a little bit of leeway. You give yourself a little bit of ammo. All right, rule number 4, we are going to pray. That's right. We're going to pray. We're going to pray for guidance. We're going to pray for courage. And we're going to pray for humility. Okay? Guidance, courage, and humility. Now, when you pray, that's to whatever you want to pray to. If you want to go along with this theory that there's a great creator, out there that created everything you see, the flowers that grow through the sidewalk and through the pavement, the creator who makes the sun shine, the creator who brings the moon up at night. If you want to believe that God is an artist, then go ahead and pray to the great creator. If you don't believe in God, maybe you believe in a force of nature. Maybe you believe in the energy that created the Big Bang. Maybe you believe in aliens and you pray and you want to pray to the aliens. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you put that out there. You put that prayer into the universe for guidance, for courage, and for humility. Because these are the things that you're going to need on this journey. Rule number 5 is just to remember something. Rule number 5 is just remember this. It is way, way harder to live your life as a blocked artist than it is to just do the work. Okay? Life is hard when you are a blocked artist. Life is more difficult. You're log jammed. You're frustrated. You're stuck. Something's not right. Right? It's just something's getting to you. It's just like an itch. It needs to be scratched. And it's hard to live that way. It's hard to live. Constipation is rough, man. You know what I mean? You can't live that way. It's way easier to do the work. And I know that's a hard thing to say, right? Work is easy, but it is. When you're an artist, when you're a creator, that work is your life. It's your lifeline. So it's easier to get that work done than it is to live as a blocked artist. So it's actually doing the work is going to help you, period. Okay, rule number 6, be alert. Be alert, be aware. Awareness, there's that word. The great creator, or whatever you want to call it, remember, you can't get wet by the word water, as the great Alan Watts once said. You can't get wet by the word water. So whatever you want to call that thing that some people call God, be alert for it to help you and guide you. Watch for certain signs, certain coincidences, certain, when you're thinking about something, the next minute you see something and it might be the answer to your prayers. It might be the answer to what you're looking for. Maybe you're writing a play. How do I wrap up this third act? I don't understand how to do it. And then all of a sudden, somebody says something and it sparks an idea. Oh my God, that's the answer. That's how that's going to be the end of the third act. Or I need a hook to this song. I can't think of it. And then all of a sudden, you hear some birds chirping, and all of a sudden, oh my God, that's a melody I can use. Be alert for forces outside that are going to guide you and help you in many, many, many ways. Number 7 is you want to choose companions that are going to help you and support you in doing the work. Not just people who talk about it, and not just people who talk about you not doing it. We want to choose the companions that are going to support us on our journey. And choose wisely, because this is an important one. You want people who are going to support you and people that you're going to also help support them as well. That's called an artist community, and all artists need a community. We can't survive in a vacuum. What is art, right? I mean, it's great to make it for ourselves, but other artists love other artists, and you're gonna find that you're gonna want to help other artists because their art is gonna really spark something inside of you, and they're gonna want to help you. Rule number 8 is another thing to just remember. Just remember that the great creator loves creativity. Loves it. The more creativity you put out, the better. There can't be too much. You can never create too much. You can never be too creative in your life. Not just with your art, but with your everyday life. Maybe you want to start wearing more colorful clothes. Maybe you want to wear a goofy hat. Maybe you want to put a crazy bumper sticker on your car. Maybe you want to paint your room a different color. There's no limit to creativity. Maybe you want to make something for dinner, a dish that you've never tried before. There is no limit to creativity, and the great creator who is here to help you loves creativity. So just remember that. There's no limit. Okay, rule number 9 is another thing to remember. Remember that your job is to do the work. It's not to judge the work. That's not your job. Maybe other people have that job. Maybe it's their job to judge. Some people call these people critics. Some people call them casting directors. Some people call them managers. Some people call them booking agents. But that's not your job. As an artist and as a creator, your job is to create and do the work, not judge it. And that brings us right to rule number 10, right? Write this down. Write this down on a little piece of paper. Make a note of this and put it somewhere where you're going to read it. And I want you to write down, great creator, my job is to take care of the quantity. You take care of the quality. Your ideas, your desires, your dreams, they come from a divine source. Okay? They come from somewhere else, and they come down and they come through you and out of your body, which is the instrument, into the world. So make it. Make that art. The world's begging for it. And that's it. That's the 10 rules of the road. They're not commandments, like I said. They're just simple rules that will guide you on your journey and, it'll put you in the mindset to have a productive, creative life, and just in general, no matter what you do. So now's the time to go forth and create that thing that you want to create. It's time to get started. It's time to get started right now, today, and go forth with peace and gratitude and show the world your greatness. Thanks, everybody.